Nobody tells you this part of Krishna's story properly. They talk about butter, they talk about the flute, they talk about the Gita. But they don't like saying out loud that Krishna, Sri Krishna, was once hunted down like a criminal, and that his end came from a curse nobody wanted to take seriously. It began with arrogance. After the Great War, the Yadavas, the same clan that produced Krishna, grew drunk on power. They had survived what should have ended them. They laughed too loudly. They mocked sages. They acted like destiny owed them. And then came the taboo moment. Elders were insulted. Holy men arrived, and the Yadavas played a cruel joke, dressing someone up, asking obscene questions, trying to turn wisdom into entertainment. A curse fell. Not lightning, not flames. A sentence. Your own pride will become your destruction. Krishna heard it, and unlike everyone else, he didn't dismiss it, because Krishna knows something humans forget. Curses don't need hatred to work. They only need truth. Time passed, and the curse ripened. In Prabhas, by the sea, the Yadavas turned on each other. What began as argument became blood. Reeds became weapons. Brothers became enemies. The clan shattered like a pot dropped from a height. Krishna didn't stop it. That's the controversial wound people can't accept. If he is God, why didn't he save them? Because the same hand that protects also completes cycles. And Krishna was watching a chapter close. When the ground was quiet again, Krishna walked alone into the forest. He sat beneath a tree, one leg resting over the other, his foot exposed, calm, almost human. A hunter named Jada saw a glimpse of that foot in the distance, and in a cruel twist of fate, he mistook it for a deer. He released an arrow. The arrow flew, and the world held its breath. It struck. Krishna opened his eyes, not in anger, in compassion. Jada ran forward, collapsing, wailing, "I didn't know! I didn't know!" Krishna forgave him, but forgiveness didn't stop the moment, because the spectacle wasn't the arrow. The spectacle was what happened next. Krishna's body began to glow, not like a lantern, but like a sunrise trapped inside skin. The forest darkened around him as if night rushed in just to make room for that light. And then the impossible visual. Krishna's form expanded into a cosmic radiance, as if 1,000 suns opened their eyes at once. So bright that the trees cast shadows in every direction, and the sky looked too small to contain him. In that blinding brilliance, the wound meant nothing. Death meant nothing. The hunter's fear meant nothing. Because you were looking at the truth behind the story. Krishna was never trapped in the body. And still, he allowed the arrow. That's the uncomfortable holiness of it. The Lord who could end wars with a sentence accepted an ending delivered by a trembling human mistake. Not because he was weak, because the divine doesn't prove itself by avoiding pain. It proves itself by remaining divine even when the world thinks it has won. Krishna rose, light folding back into stillness, and departed. And the forest, for a moment, knew what the battlefield never understood. God can forgive the hand that hurts him, and still close the door on an era.